Old Brucey B, bringing back those old nostalgic vibes.
Why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
You guys think he can come back? Can he come back? All right, let's get it, baby. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show. Let's go. Not just any pregame show, an 8 p.m. tip-off pregame show.
The best kind.
Yeah.
Have we found out why this game is at 8 p.m.?
Because every team in the NBA is playing tonight to give everyone the day off tomorrow to go vote.
Oh, that's right. We vote tomorrow.
We vote tomorrow. We're presented by Miller Lite. What time is it, boys?
Miller time.
It's 7:30.
I just realized, are we not making a big deal about having a guy on the staff named Vote, and we're not doing any big vote stuff tomorrow? What's wrong with us? Anyway,
And he also has a segment called Voting Time.
what's wrong with us?
We dropped the ball on that one.
We're also in the Toyota Lounge, driven by our Front Range Toyota Stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. On today's show, we are going to take a victory lap. What take are we ready to take a victory lap? 2 weeks into the season.
We're being forced to do this, by the way. Adam wants to do this.
Does it sound fun? It sounds fun. I'm sorry.
No,
I thought
no.
the point of the show was fun.
Well, we're just going to be eating crow.
We
We're
really
going to
are.
take an early
You sound like you ate a crow.
Speaking of
I know.
eating crow over here.
I didn't realize my voice was this bad until I started speaking.
Just now.
Yeah.
Well, just to keep us humble, we're also going to take a mulligan. We're ready to abandon one preseason take. We'll do that as well. And, of course, we'll preview the game tonight. Harrison Wind is in the building.
I like how previewing the game is last.
Well, it's actually first, but
That's
you
the
get the
last thing
point.
we're going to do.
It's the
Nuggets
Raptors.
Raptors tonight.
We just-
Ball Arena. Can't wait.
We just saw this story a week ago. It kind of sucks that two of the 7 teams don't
know,
play
dude.
as the Raptors.
I know.
Yeah.
Over here, D-Line Co.
Yeah, what up, guys? We had a pretty epic weekend, and it led into me absolutely destroying my voice for you,
Yeah.
the listening, audience.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough break for them as well. Like we got George Carl over here. And then over there, Superstar Dev.
We're coming off of what? 2 back-to-backs
That's
in
right.
the same week, and then now we have 2 8 p.m. starts.
We're so delicate.
This is not fun.
We're
Yeah,
such
it's
delicate
not fun.
little
We're
flowers
still
Are you
over here.
ramping
are
up
you-
for the season, you know? We're
Are you
ramping
wondering
up.
why I'm in the condition I am?
Yeah.
The NBA doesn't care about you.
I can't wait for D-Line to have
You
this.
need some load management, man.
That truly is 10 p.m. start time.
You need
for
load
Toronto
management
fans.
8 games into the season.
Yeah, dude. It's not good.
Shout out to all of our people from Toronto watching. Yeah, the Nuggets did just play this team a week ago, went to overtime. Pretty good game. Jamal Murray ties it at the buzzer. We go to overtime. Jokic had a
Yes.
40-piece. But let's do it all again.
Well, not quite. Jamal Murray is out still, concussion protocol, and Michael Malone said he's going to be out a couple games, so definitely tonight. I think he'll also be out next up against Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And then I think most likely to return after that, so he would have missed 3 games total after that concussion.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook should be starting at point guard again tonight. Haven't seen the starters, but I assume that's the case. Aaron Gordon was also on the injury report.
Don't love that.
Knee contusion, calf inflammation. He's playing, though.
It's a lot of lower body injuries.
Vlatko Čančar dealing with a right ankle sprain. Not sure
bad
how
was
he
the
picked
sprain?
that up. Must have been in practice.
How
but
bad of a sprain can this be, man? He's been out a
apparently
week.
bad. Ruled out before the game, even started. Doubtful.
That's too
So
bad
not
he's hurt.
expected to
Otherwise, it
play.
would have been
Oh,
fun
boy.
for Michael Malone to also not play him.
I know.
Instead, go to DeAndre Jordan.
I know. He might as well just be available.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference?
For the Raptors, this game is also a little different from them. Scotty Barnes, you might remember him for that first
Dude,
matchup.
we didn't talk about this.
Out.
You know what it was?
I've got it right here.
Yoke broke his face.
Broke his freaking face. We didn't even talk about this ever.
Right orbital fracture.
Fractured orbital fracture,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know that hit that he had? Like,
I didn't know
Me
that.
and Eric kind of talked about it. He made a joke about other people hurting other people, and I said with Yoke too.
But that little hit that we were like, oh, he got poked in the eye,
wasn't-
maybe something this or that, broke his orbital bone. Oh,
I was watching that game on the streets of Chicago and didn't
He
know
didn't-
all of the
yeah.
nuance.
Oh yeah, he broke his face.
I feel bad.
Scotty Barnes honestly was really good in that game.
Yeah.
Awesome game from him until he
Yeah.
got hurt, and then part of why Denver won, honestly.
Yeah. Also out for the Raptors, Bruce Brown has been out the whole year dealing with a right knee thing. Also probably just dealing with playing for the Raptors. Kelly Olynyk is also out. Emmanuel Quickly out as well. So
All of those guys
they
are
are
Nuggets
very
killers.
banged up. RJ Barrett's going to be taking 35 shots for them tonight.
Grady Dick too.
Grady Dick having some nice games.
Yep.
Another note, I did see Jamal Murray at shoot-around this morning, and he was in good spirits. So I don't think this is like a severe, concussion's a concussion, but I think he'll, be back to normal.
He's not in like a dark room. Yeah, no lights, no TV screen.
Yeah. Michael Malone pregame had a couple interesting things to say on Peyton Watson and Julian Strawther. Here's what he had to say about Peyton Watson. First of all, he said, look, defense is always where it starts with Peyton. He's getting to the foul line. He's done a good job with that. He's had a good attack mindset. But the thing about Peyton Watson, Michael Malone said, is offense is great, but he's got to defend, he's got to rebound, he's got to run in that order. And I know sometimes, this is Michael Malone, players in general, they go, why do I have to be a role player? They don't want to be a role player. They want to be a star. But be a star in your role, knock it out of the park, be the best you can be in your role for this team, and help us be the best team that we can be.
Who do you think he's not
Well,
tweeting? What do you
Peyton
call it when
Watson.
you're just saying it? Okay.
I think he's subtweeting Peyton Watson.
There you
It's
go.
not a sub if everybody knows who you're talking about.
And then Michael Malone on Julian Strawther. He said, look, I knew the numbers from last season were not indicative of the shooter that Julian Strawther is. I knew those numbers would improve. Obviously, very early in the season, they are improving. And I have a ton of confidence in him as well. So, Michael Malone loving what Julian Strawther's been doing so far this season.
He's a Julian Strawther guy, I would
Yes.
say. No. Well, good stuff. I mean, this is a weird one when you go 1 week away, especially an Eastern Conference team. It's not like you typically would scout each other that hard. But yet, they did just play, so I imagine they do scout each other a little bit more because they are more familiar. But to me, Christian Brown, Grady Dick has had 2 bad games this year. One of them was against Denver, and I honestly think that's part of it. To me, that matchup is one of the things I'm most interested in is to see, hey, Grady Dick probably looks at that and goes, that was one of my bad games. I'm having a great year. Let me go at it again. I kind of want to see if Denver could shut him down again.
Yeah, Grady Dick is not like a go-to scorer, but he has been getting a lot more of the ball in his hands, creativity, being able to explore his game and also try to score. So it's like pretty much easy for him. But I think that Christian Brown excels in these type of matchups on a guy that's not just going at him the entire time and is still trying to play within the flow. So I do think that Christian Brown takes it a little bit more aggressive, especially when he's seeing some of these other players that he's actually going against. It makes it a little bit easier when it's a Grady Dick. So yeah, I expect him to just try to lock him down completely.
Yeah, like I said, I was watching this game kind of sporadically, but Grady Dick honestly stuck out to me. It's interesting to hear that that's one of his worst games because he had some moments throughout that. I remember because I had a bunch of terrible jokes that I wanted to make about his last name,
Not surprised.
but I didn't get him off in time.
The Brown Dick matchup that wasn't one of the ones.
Let's go. I didn't say that. Adam did, and but he's a player I look at.
You almost said it.
That I like. You're right.
You almost said it.
You're right. I like Grady, but he's built like the kind of player that I like. He kind of has long arms. He's not that differently built from Julian Strawther, and I just think guys like that, he just looks like a shooter to me. So I'm not surprised he's having an up year. That Dick's having an up year. You know what I mean?
He should. He has a.
good.
You're talking about his stroke. I think it's a little bit. It's impossible to talk about this
It
guy.
truly is. We can't do it. It's impossible for us to talk about this.
There's no way he could have ever been on my draft board just for this reason.
Just for that reason.
I just couldn't
Couldn't
do it.
He shoots.
Can you imagine if he was on the Nuggets?
I think he has kind of an ugly shot. I mean, it's
We
not the
wouldn't make it through
ugliest,
the
but he
show.
almost has this weird thing. But he makes it. I mean, he's having.
It's just more for me. It's the
Fluidity.
how long his arms are and how big his hands are. And it's like, you know what they say about big hands?
I don't even know if you're trying to make a joke or just talking about
I am trying
his
to
basketball skills.
I am trying to make a real point, but it is impossible.
It is
impossible to not have it go to the places that I'm trying to avoid.
It really is true. Are we feeling good about this game, though?
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a game similar to... The Jazz were so bad. I mean, that was my big takeaway from the Jazz game is, my God, that team is bad. And it seems like they're really trying to lose.
Outscored our
with
bench.
Just some of the lineups they're throwing out there. The Raptors may be a tad better than that, but not much. I mean, this feels like a game that the Nuggets should handle pretty easily, especially on full rest.
Yeah, they just played them. So, like, this was like a... remember how bad you guys played in that game, and then also I think that the Raptors played up in that game.
Yeah.
Now they're down their best player, and Scotty Barnes not being there. So I think that makes it like I think there's a little bit more motivation for Denver to try to show and prove that they can like stop them or lock them down a little bit better.
The other thing, Eric, is the Nuggets starters, is Jokic in particular, kind of playing a lot of minutes. Got to take the fourth quarter off last game.
Yeah.
It'd be great to repeat that tonight. Get your work done early. Maybe catch a little break here in this homestand.
It's actually like as obnoxious as it is to play the same opponent in such a short span of time in the early season. It seems like the Nuggets have turned a corner, and now we have like a really measurable way to see. Like they're playing another team that they needed a miracle to take to overtime and then barely get past. You would think that if they have truly turned it on a little bit, that they would be able to cross by them a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So we're going to see. We're fixing to find out.
I am the number one matchup I'm most interested in is they full court pressure. They have some great on-ball defenders. Denver's down Jamal Murray, so now you're at Westbrook. But somebody else is going to have to go up against Shed, who's an incredible defender. And like Christian Brown, Julian Strawther, like one of those guys is going to have an absolute dog full court pressuring him. That's good. It's good practice for them to kind of see how they handle it.
Man, Davion Mitchell and Shed going against Russell Westbrook, trying to bring the ball up the court. Like, this is going to be a chippy game.
They got
It's going to be chippy.
Abaji, too, is a good defender.
You got to make the right decisions. Like, this is
Wiry,
going to be
quick.
a lot on Westbrook now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it really
Get the
is.
ball out of his hands.
It really is. Let's have some fun here, guys, in the pregame show. Let's take a victory lap on one of our preseason takes. Only been 2 weeks, but surely there's some prediction you had that you were ready to say, boom, nailed it.
Oh, my God.
Dev, you want to start us off here?
Sure, I'll start us off. I'll ease us into this one.
Yeah.
My victory lap is with Nikola Jokic.
Wow.
This is not allowed.
That's such a whim.
You
Dev,
said
not
he was
allowed.
going to be good?
Listen. I thought that
This
he
is
was
the
going to.
smartest move
I
ever.
thought he was going to be a lot more aggressive this year because he doesn't have to sit it down. He played in the Olympics this year, and I think that was a little bit of a change for him where he rests for the entire all season. Or there's so many conversations about is he touching a basketball? Is he actually working out? He touched a basketball this summer, and he took it very seriously. And especially with like a Jamal not playing well this summer, I thought he was going to take it upon himself to be a little bit more aggressive. Well, we're seeing him almost average a 30-point triple-double.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's something that we've never seen, and I think that he's building off of that to still ramp up to get even more aggressive and score a little bit more. So I thought that was going to be something that he did. He's looking really good.
Super aggressive, and I think he's going to be aggressive again tonight.
Jokic, good. Nailed it.
Julian, you want to take a victory lap?
All right, I have two.
You have two? You have so many victory laps to take.
Yeah, you're almost at a mile.
I have two teams I feel good about for showing early confidence in.
Not a Nuggets take. It's like none of my
General
Nuggets optimism
NBA
hit, so I have to
victory
go
lap.
outside the Nuggets.
Well, it's a little early. I mean, the Nuggets have not paid forward any of our optimism.
That is true.
Dev did the only thing which said that Jokic was good. So I agree. there.
No, that was not my
That
take.
he was aggressive.
That was
Dev,
not
don't
my-
let him- don't let him-
No, it was not my take.
I
It was
said-
that he enjoys basketball.
I have early confidence. I feel like it's going to pay off in the Houston Rockets and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, they're both
Okay.
looking really good.
Okay.
Well, Grizzlies have been really banged up. They're the most banged up.
I
team
know,
in
and
the
I
world.
still think they're really good.
still
And then I
afloat.
have like a super subversive one that I can
Ooh,
make
let's hear
everyone
it.
mad at me.
Oh no, let's hear it.
Victor Wembanyama is shooting
Oh, this is a great one.
20%
This is
from
a
three.
great
Wow.
one.
He's
I like
shooting
it.
20% from three, and he takes eight.
I was gonna say he doesn't take that many though,
He
right?
takes 8 3-pointers
Oh,
a
really?
game.
Wow.
He has scored in the 20s only 2 times this season.
Wow. Yeah.
Because
Look at
he
these
is
stats.
he is
I love these incredible.
because he's allowed to play such a ridiculous, ludicrous style for
Yeah.
what he is.
Yeah.
They allow him to believe that he is a
Encourage
shooter.
it even.
They encourage him to shoot from three. He's shooting 20 fucking percent. It
That's so
makes me
true.
crazy.
Can you imagine DeAndre Jordan, 20% just out there taking 8
And
a
then,
game?
and
You're
then
"What?"
and then he charges down the lane. They just go whoop, and he just slams it. And you're like, do that, you idiot! Stop being such a pussy. Go into the lane.
All right, my Nuggets victory lap. I was pretty high on Julian Strawther heading into the season. He looked great at Summer League. I was buying it. He looked great in the preseason. I was buying it. And he's looked pretty good, all things considered, so far this regular season. I mean, right now, you can project ahead. It feels like he's going to be a pretty solid contributor for most of the season.
I agree.
His three-point shot looks good. He's hitting threes. He's getting into the lane. He's doing other stuff offensively. He doesn't look too lost out there, although his defense has been a little up and down. He's solid, and it seems like at this point he's just going to be a role player, one of your first guards off the bench the rest of the season.
For me, with him, it's confidence, and he's starting to grow. Because I think the early part of the season, maybe a little shaky.
And
Last
when you're a
he's got
young
rhythm.
player, you got to just get your feet
Yes.
solid at the beginning of the season.
100%.
Then really take some chances and expand your game.
But I kind of feel like he is. I
Yeah.
feel like he is starting to get his feet under him a little bit. Mine was, in our preseason videos that we do, my bold take on Christian Brown was he would be a plus 15 net rating, the starting lineup, which is better than last year's. They're currently sitting at plus 14.9.
See, Adam looked this stat up and then he cooked up this segment somehow. He's like, what? I'm so all right. We got to go in every.
You remember Christian Brown was not having a good preseason though. Like his stock kind of like
It
I know.
was down.
I just tanked at an all-time low.
I
at the
just feel.
preseason.
I feel it feels dirty to let you have the Christian Brown precognizance
So true.
when Wynn built his entire kingdom in Browntown last year.
I
And-
still have the biggest house there, I think.
yeah.
He's got a great property. Let's take a mulligan now. Do you want me to go
man.
first on the mulligan?
Sure, yeah.
Just to humble ourselves. We
Yes,
got a little
please.
high right there. We
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Mine is, I said that this was the season that Jokic was not going to carry the team. He's just not going to do it, guys. He's been doing it this whole time. But
Career high in points.
He's 30 now. He's not going to be carrying the team over. He's somehow carrying the team way more than ever before. Murray's already out. He's playing 45 minutes a night.
You guys know why? He plays so good in the Olympics.
He loves the game.
He loves the game. He loves the game.
Yeah.
So it's
Addicted
kind of,
to the game.
it's kind of a good and bad one because I for real am worried about it. Windhorse had a thing that people around the league think he's going to burn himself out, and it might be the case. But you know what? What are we, 7 games into the season? Yoke's been having to carry so
I think he's
hard.
third in the NBA in minutes. I mean, that's kind of jaded because of the overtime games. But
And I'm tempted to say, but that's just to stabilize at the start of the season. But the truth is, I don't know, man.
no, they're chasing wins.
I
That's
think
the truth.
Malone is like, we got to win.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
Can
was
I
wrong.
take the Dario Saric collective mulligan?
I think we have to all.
I said that
We
Dario
all need to
Saric is
co-sign.
going to be the Nikola Jokic of the second unit. That has not happened. I will take a mulligan on that one.
Is it possible you meant?
He can't pass, shoot, or dribble.
Is it possible you meant early season Jokic of years past, not this year, where he's more aggressive?
Like Jokic. What if he went to Saric miss?
Pre-Jokic.
Saric miss might come later on in
my
the year.
God, dude.
My other mulligan, I did not spend enough time lamenting the loss of Jay Huff, apparently. We did
Oh,
not
That should have
spend
been your mulligan.
We
I
did not
will.
spend
I
enough
will.
time on that as a podcast.
I haven't had a
We
chance to
spent
get my
zero
mulligan.
time on it, actually.
This guy's incredible.
Listen, I really did not like him in the Nuggets. Turns out, this is now common knowledge. If you leave the Nuggets as a center, you're going to transform into a player no one has ever seen before. Isaiah Hartenstein, Jay Huff,
I know.
whatever.
There's part of me that hopes Zeke gets traded and just goes crazy, and we're all like, "What the hell,
Dude, the
Lose
Cards basically told us that's what's going to happen.
it. Victory! Come on, the Cards." Dev Mulligan.
Well, first off, I think everybody should share their Saric one because I think we went insane. I said that he was going to play.
I think I said 4 assists a game.
Mine was like something insane. Like he was
Does
gonna
he have
play.
4 assists
Like,
total?
Six man of the year consideration.
No, it was like he was gonna play like 24 minutes a game or something. It was something.
Yeah, they got a DNP CD.
It was trifling. I got ahead of myself. My mulligan.
You're not done?
He has 1 assist.
That was probably an accident.
No, I said that. I once heard a great philosopher, say that this was going to be the year of Jamal.
Oh, God.
Early returns on that. It could change.
He got hurt. He got hurt.
Change, but we're just going off of right now.
Yeah, all of us.
Here's mine.
By
me
the way,
last
on the
year.
Jamal take, mine was he's going to have his best October-November yet. Never. Next year, our predictions are going to be, we're going to be nails on our Jamal Murray predictions.
We're going to be there.
Just go chalk and you'll be right. All right.
Here's mine. D-Line says the bench will be good.
Yeah, that actually is yours.
Michael Porter can carry the bench unit.
Yeah,
That's
the
all good.
bench being good, like there's pieces in this. It
bench
might
is-
happen though. I'm not abandoning
not
the bench.
ruling that
I'm
one
not
out.
that one. I'm not
Yeah.
jumping
But it's just
overboard
right
on.
now, though.
But right
You got to do
now,
a mulligan right now. I mean, Jamal could still have a year.
yeah, he could still.
I'm with Dev. I actually think he will. You know what? F it. It's the year of Jamal starting 2025.
That's what I did on that take for me last year.
Just keep pushing it back.
We've even told the same jokes.
I pushed it to 2024. Still didn't really happen.
Push it back.
Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use the code DNVR365. Deposit $10 and place a bet of $5 to get $200 in bonus bets and a code to get the first 2 months of Altitude Plus, courtesy of Bet365. Must be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly, and if you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, take it away.
Look, I had some mulligans, and I was wrong about some things.
Not everything.
Not last game.
But
you
not
were-
last game. I'm not wrong about everything, and this is where I excel.
You never shared that last game somebody showed you. They took the parlay. They took every bet you suggested and parlayed it. They probably made 10 grand.
They did a plus. It was like plus 3,400.
Yeah.
That's
They
incredible,
did every
man.
single one.
gonna do that
and it hit. That's incredible. Well, don't expect that tonight, but Denver comes in this game as 11-point favorites, and I'm just going to tell you something. That is too much for my liking. I couldn't give that away, not tonight. If there was a takeover, possibly. But that's just too much right now, so I'm going to stay away from that one. There is an over-under of 231. And I feel like this is an under game.
Every week you're taking the under, man.
Yeah, but this one, last game I feel like we took the over, but this one scares me because you talked about them doing the press. Like, that's where I was like, okay, maybe they will try to speed it up. But I think that Denver is, like, poised and not doing that you have to go away from it. I think that they slow it down. I don't know how they're going to continue to score. So I'm going to go with the under, which means Denver has to play, like, well, because I have over on a lot of Denver things.
Okay.
For Toronto side of things, let's get it out there. R.J. Barrett has been on a tear since he's returned out. And now he's with a banged-up Toronto team, and it's on him to score and have the ball in his hands. In a situation where a guy can just jack when he wants to and then not get any type of
Are
criticism.
you talking about Grady Dick or no?
R.J. Barrett.
Oh, okay. I thought
He
I
gets
thought
no
you were talking
criticism.
about
It
that.
doesn't matter if he wins or loses.
yeah.
This is a ball hog's dream. I'm going to go over 34 and a half points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay.
Son
Over.
of a bitch. You can't do that to
I'm
us.
also going to take the Pirtle over 14 and a half points. I expect him to be in a ton of pick and rolls.
What makes you think he'll be so good tonight?
He gets in the pick and rolls
Yeah.
and finishes
Have you
over
not
the
picked
top.
up on Dev's strategy with opposing centers
Listen,
yet?
listen,
Based
let's
upon
keep
my
playing
bit
and
that I'm
finish
always
at the rim
pretending
with the
to
push
be.
shot. It's just a good push shot. For Denver, Michael Porter Jr.'s three-point shot has returned.
Oh,
and
let's go.
looks to be back, and that means that our bets have been hitting again.
Did
I
they
love
raise it for us? No.
Over 2.5 3-pointers.
Can
He
I-
has to be aggressive early.
Can I buy that up? Can I get 3? Let me
Oh,
see.
this is never good.
Can I go 4?
Oh
4
my
plus
God.
170?
4? You're out of your mind.
4? What? Come on.
He does the long twos like that. He could get to 4 though. Get a fun 4.
Dude,
man.
what do
Get
you-
a fun
how many-
You feel it, Dad?
How many
Do you
shots?
feel
Get a
it?
4. Let's get a 4.
All right, I'm taking
That's
it, baby.
over 231.
How many shots do you think he's going to get off? What do you think? He's Wemby?
As a same game parlay, I'd also add the Joker over 1 3-pointer just for a juicer. Like, I think
Ooh,
that's
that's
just
a good
easy.
bet, man.
And he's been making it a point to shoot the 3 ball, so I like that. Let's move on to a bet that's been heading every game over 10.5 rebounds plus assists for Aaron Gordon. He's been a force on the board, and he's also been willing to make the extra pass. It just works well with this offense, and it's led to more opportunities for Denver to score. You have to just.
I like that one.
When Aaron Gordon's on and he's playing well, you just make sure you get some stock on that, and we're gonna get in on this. Here's a wishful bet for a player that I think needs to get back in the flow and running the offense, not looking to shoot as much. Westbrook over 6.5 assists for me.
Dev was really going back and forth on this one.
This one was a tough one for me because for whatever reason, he thinks he's the Jamal replacement. They don't need you to score.
Lucky for them, he's not.
Other people involved, and he's just taking too many shots. Star in your role. Maybe Malone was talking about him. Star in your role as well. You're not a shooter. What I do like that they put him back in the game last game when it was a blowout just so he could get some extra assists and pass, because I think they want him to get back into the flow of passing the ball. You're not a shooter. Stop shooting the ball. I think this is a game that Jokic gets a quick triple-double in.
Quick one.
I like the triple-double bet on this one.
Really?
That means that you could take the over 9.5 assists, but always, if you're going to go to 9.5 assists,
Triple-double.
you might as well get a triple-double.
Plus
it gives
190.
you better odds.
Yeah, that would
as
never.
well.
He would never miss by one.
Yeah, he's
You're
never
right.
done that.
No, if he gets the
a good
8.5, you for sure take the over. He's
Yeah,
gonna get 9 and stop.
Well, that's
But
true.
if it's at 9.5, he's getting it. It's at 9.5 tonight. He's
Okay,
getting
well,
10.
all right, brother.
Triple-double, and it's gonna come quick.
Lock.
This is crazy. For our defensive bet, it will be Brown over 1.5 blocks plus steals. He's active. He's in the passing lanes. And I need him personally for my own agenda to get a couple more blocks.
Does he know that?
Steals. No. I'll tell him next time. I'll tell him next time.
I think, from what I can gather on the internet, athletes love when you tell them about bets you've
Yeah,
taken.
they love that.
Yeah. Especially KD.
Especially KD.
And for the lock of the game, a line that they've really slipped on, and we're going to take full advantage of this. Brown over 19.5 points plus rebounds. Points, rebounds, and assists. But the 17.5 points plus rebounds. Actually, that's the one. Points plus
17.5
rebounds, 17.5.
That's the lock.
Have
huh?
they not been watching this guy? He does everything. He's playing out of his mind right now. He can score the basketball. He grabs a lot of boards. It's a fast-paced game. That's just a little too easy for me. The book has not caught up to this one. But you know who has? Our accounts. They're caught up to this one.
Yeah.
We are on the upswing, man. I'm telling you, I keep making money.
I just made a parlay. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I like, Adam has pointed this out, the best way to gamble, in my opinion, actually, in truth, the best way is just gamble on those threes, man.
They're so
when
fun.
threes go in, it's
They're
like,
so
it's a party
fun.
and a half. You feel
Yeah.
so good about yourself. So I put Porter Jr. 3+3 made, Nikola Jokic 1-3 made, and Julian Strawther 2+3 made.
I love that. That's a vibe
And
right there.
I got 30% profit boost. That's at plus 450.
That's a good deal, man, right there. I like that parlay. That's a super fun one. We got some super chats.
Booyah.
Pre-game super chats?
Dude, the homies are
vibes
out.
back?
I think everyone thought the game started an hour ago.
It might be right.
Josh Burnett from Down Under. Melbourne Cup
Melbourne.
day here.
Let's go.
Dev, pick us a winner.
Oh, yeah, come on, Dev. Give him a winner.
I
No
got 1
one's
through
got-
24.
You just pick a number?
I
Yeah.
think so. 1 through
Yeah.
24. Like, what are you?
It's a horse.
What are you feeling
Oh.
here, man?
Let's
should
do
know that.
horse number
Sorry.
9.
Number 9.
Do
All
horse
right.
number 9.
probably
What a good
I
horse,
love
dude.
it.
What a good horse.
That's a good filly.
We got a guy, a dog, and a GoPro. This is going to be a legendary
Oh, man.
year. Jokic playing for MVP number 4 and TH12 up for the Heisman. Travis Hunter. We're blessed. Make us some money, superstar Dev.
That's what he does.
Dude, I feel like I saw a video named A Guy, a Dog, and a GoPro, and I did not dare click on it.
Next one, Kel. Next
Jonathan, take my
we
money.
apologize.
You know what? Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Cut
Or
4,
I understood way
Russ,
too
Charge, DJ Vlaco, or P-Watt. Who stays and no Kale? Shut up and take my money is no troll. We going for the chip. Only thing that matters. Let's
Yeah.
go.
There you go. Cut them all. All right, guys. Nuggets-Raptors. The rematch starts in just 1 minute. But we'll be back right here, right after the game. Everybody hit that like button. We'll see you on the other side.
We all silly like the mayor.